Good day, my viewers. Today I'm going to be continuing from where I stopped at the last time. At the last topic, we were talking about the basics of understanding mathematics. We'll talk about the additions of the different signs, where you have minus and you have plus coming together, and the results they are to give you. And we'll make examples with some numbers, some digits. And today I want to go deeper by going into addition, subtraction, and multiplications of fraction. What do you do when you have a minus fraction plus another fraction? What will be their result? All these things are the basics. Now, we have minus 1 over 2 plus 3 all over 2. And remember, in the previous video, I said when you have minus plus, the plus will be invisible, while the minus sign will be visible. And this can also be written as 3 all over 2 minus 1 all over 2. So this is same as this because the plus sign is invisible and the minus sign is always visible. Then another thing you have to take note of, when you are subtracting or adding fractions, first principle you have to look at is you have to find the LCM of the denominator. The denominator is the number that is under. So you have to take first the LCM of the denominators. And now for this fraction I have here, the denominators of the two fractions are same. So what we have to do is to just carry 1 among the denominators. So I will have 3 minus 1 is 2. Then the denominators is the same. So I have to just pick 1. 2 we divide 2 is 1. So I have 1 all over 1. So the answer is 1. Then next, if I have 3 all over 2 times minus 4 all over 3. Now, one principle about multiplication of fraction is that you multiply the numerators and you multiply the denominators. Now, for the numerators, always know that if you have positive and negative sign, the negative will affect the positive. I'll have 6. So minus 12 divides 6 to give me minus 2. So always take note. Multiplication, you multiply their denominators together and also multiply their numerators together. But in terms of addition, you have to look for their LCM. Now, another example, if I have 3 all over 4 minus 2 all over 2. What I have to do here first is to take the LCM of 4 and 2, which is the two denominators. So the LCM of 4 and 2 is 4. So I have LCM of 4 and 2 to be 4. So 4 will go into 4 to give me 1. And 1 times 3 will still give me 3. So I have 3. 4 go into 2 to give me 2. And 2 times 2 to give me 4. So I have minus 4. So my result would be, this is plus 3. Remember, plus is always invisible. Minus 4 to give me minus 1 all over 4. So this is the result. So when I have something that involves minus fractions, I have to take their LCM at the denominator. Then the result I got, that is the LCM, I divide by the denominator of the first one, then multiply by the numerator of the first one, then also divide the LCM I got by this other denominator, which is 2, to give me 2 times 2 to give me minus 4. So 3 minus 4 will give me minus 1 all over 4. Then another example, if I have minus 7 all over 3 minus 2 all over 4. What will I do here? I have a negative sign and I also have a negative sign. Remember from the previous video, I said you owe when you have a negative sign and you still have the debt. So you have two debts. So what do you do in this case? First, you have to take the LCM of the two denominators, which is 3 and 4. And we know from the LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. The LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. So I write my 12. I divide my 12 by 3. 12 divided 3 to give me 4. Then multiply 4 by minus 7, which will give me minus 28. Then I also divide the LCM by 4, which will give me 3. And 3 times minus 2 will give me minus 6. So minus 28 minus 6. I borrowed money and I still borrowed. So the debt is still there. So I still have the minus. So I have minus 28 minus 6. It will give me minus 34 all over 12. Then I can still break it down. So minus 28 minus 6 is minus 34. Then bring down the 12. Then 2 go into minus 34. I have minus 17. Then 2 go into 6. 2 go into 12 rather. I have 6. So this will be my final result. Then what if I have minus 3 all over 2 times minus 2 all over 4? What will I do here? The rule of multiplication says you multiply the numerators and also multiply the denominators. So I have minus times minus, it will give you plus, because the multiplication sign will affect the negative sign. So I have minus times minus to give me plus. Then 3 times 2 to give me 6. Then 2 times 4 rather, to give me 8. So I divide 2 going to 6, 3, 2 going to 8, 4. So my result will be 3. I'm going to drop the link of the first video I released so that you can also watch the other videos, then compare them to this. If you have any question, you can drop it in the comments below. Thank you for watching and do well to subscribe to the channel.